The maxillary first premolar is the first posterior tooth in the maxillary dental arch. The maxillary first premolar has two cusps, one buccal and one palatal. The first premolar has succeeded the deciduous maxillary first molar tooth. It has 5 aspects. The right in front of us is buccal aspect. The buccal cusp is longer and pointed. There are 2 developmental depressions on buccal aspect, mesiobuccal and distobuccal developmental depression. In between the developmental depression, a ridge called buccal ridge. Buccal root is long and cone shape. So now we have the second aspect, that is lingual aspect. The crown is narrower mesiodistally as compared to the buccal aspect. The lingual cusp is shorter in height. The crown is smooth and spheroidal from lingual aspect. The lingual root is also cone shaped, smooth and convex. So now we have the third aspect, that is mesial aspect. The mesial marginal ridge of maxillary first premolar has developmental groove. This development of groove is served as identification of mesial surface of the tooth. The developmental depression is present on mesial surface of crown below the contact area and extend onto the root surface. Now we have the fourth aspect, that is distal aspect. The distal aspect of the crown of maxillary first premolar is smooth with no developmental groove. The maxillary first premolar has the largest root trunk. Now we have the last and the fifth aspect of this tooth is occlusal aspect. The occlusal surface of the maxillary first premolar is hexagonal. The central developmental groove divides the crown into buccal and lingual half. 2 triangular depressions are present named as mesial and distal triangular fossa. A ridge descends from cusp tip towards the center of occlusal surface and the ridge is known as buccal triangular ridge. The buccal and lingual triangular ridges form the transfer ridge. So here we have maxillary second premolar. The maxillary second premolar has some resemblance with maxillary first premolar. The maxillary second premolar replaces the deciduous maxillary second molar. It has 5 aspects. The right in front of us is buccal aspect. The buccal cusp tip is less pointed. Height of the buccal cusp is also less as compared to the maxillary first premolar. 2 cuspal slopes descend from the tip of the buccal cusp, the mesial and distal cuspal slope. Buccal ridge is less developed. The mesial and distal developmental depression are also less prominent. Now we have the second aspect, that is lingual aspect. Palatal cusp is near same length as compared to the buccal cusp. This tooth slightly converges towards the palatal aspect. Now we have the third aspect, that is mesial aspect. Mesial marginal ridge is well developed with no developmental depression on marginal ridge. Mesial surface of root has shallow developmental line. Now we have the fourth aspect, that is distal aspect. The cervico-occlusal length of the crown is less on distal aspect. A linear developmental depression is